Hello everyone, Iridium here, and in today's video this is going to be a guide going over Yae Miko that releases in a couple of days. Now this video is actually kind of late coming out only because I felt like the special program that we gotten last week, I felt like it did not give a lot of information on Miko's kit, so it just I don't know how I felt about it, or should I just wait it. But you know, over time it just I kept getting more and more anxious, like when is Miho going to release more info on Miko. Well, that just turns out that, you know, we're not going to get any of that extra information until like she's actually released, or like a day or so before she's released. So I'm just going to have to work with actually what I have currently right now. So there's that. And then also, as a disclaimer, this is not an official guide video, this is just a build guide video, so that you guys could, you know, get an idea on how you would like to build your Yae Miko when you do get her from wishing or rolling on her banner and stuff like that. So there's the disclaimer, and hopefully there's no confusion on any of that. But with all that said, let's get right with the first part of this video. Okay, so for the first segment of this video, I will be going over weapons. Now, there's no order to it. I'm just pretty much looking out for weapons that are pretty much suitable for damage output, because that's what Yae Miko is going to be mainly, because she just literally looks like a damage demon. But so you obviously have that new 5-star weapon that's going to be coming out with her character event banner as well. Now I'm gonna just skip that one because, you know, obviously it's just a waste of time. You already know what that weapon offers and it's just made for her. So now the second 5-star, I'm just be going over Skyward Atlas. Now this also increases elemental damage bonus, just like the Kagura's Verity, but this one is permanent. This one is just you equip it and you get that elemental damage bonus permanently. There's no cooldown or whatever, but you do have a 50% chance to have your normal attack deal an extra like 160 attack damage that can only occur once every 30 seconds. So that's a little nice bonus to have. But more importantly, this elemental damage bonus right there. Now the second one is Lost Prayers, which gives off a crit rate for, I guess, those who have really bad trouble of you know, getting crit rate stats on their artifacts and whatnot. This does increase your movement speed by 10%, but if you gain 4 stacks, your elemental damage bonus can increase up to 32%, which is really cool because the stacks are permanent once you reach max and it doesn't go away. There's no cooldown, but the only way it goes away is if your character falls, or, you know, or if you just switch out the character. So there's that one right there. This next one is the Wisif. I really like this as a 4-star pick for Yae Miko, because of the song buffs that we have right down here. You know, you have the first song that increases your attack by 120%, and then the second song your elemental damage by 96%, and then the third song it'll increase your elemental mastery by 480. Now the reason why this is such a nice 4-star pick, and I honestly think that this could be her best in slot 4-star weapon. Now I don't know yet because she's not out, so we can't really test anything yet, but I'm just making a guess right here that this could be her best in slot 4-star. There's a little bonus that we got from the special program that if you unlock one of those like passive talents, I guess if it's her last one that's unlocked, her elemental burst damage, it's increased scaled off her elemental mastery. So if you have the third song, you have a 10-second window to just put out her burst, but it does, and this does increase her elemental burst if you get the third song. Just saying. Now take this one with the grain of salt, because I'm going over the next one right now. Yeah, take this one with the grain of salt. Dodoko tails, because I don't know when they're going to bring this weapon back, by the way. It does have a nice little corresponding, like, I guess you can say back and forth type of buff like thingy, but your normal attacks, it increases the charge attack damage by 32 for 6 seconds, and then your charge attack hits on opponents increases attack by 16% for 6 seconds. Now we don't know if Yae Miko is just going to be a charge attack character, or she's just, you know, a basically I guess you know, normal attack to charge attack character. But I'm just putting this out here just in case she ends up being one of the two. For me, I'm probably just going to be like normal attacking a lot. So, but again, you can just take this with a grain of salt, because we don't know if this weapon's ever going to come back, because this is an event weapon for those who don't know, or who are new to the game. This weapon was released last year in a summer event, and there's nowhere else to get this weapon from. You can't get it from banner, you can only get it from that event. So that one you can take with a grain of salt. But that suggestion, if you are a seasoned I guess veteran Genshin player and you do have Dodoko tails, you know, give this weapon a try. This might work out for her. Who knows? But this next one is Eye of Perception. Now, like I said, I'm pretty much looking at weapons that'll, you know, help her out and dealing damage. So, you know, Eye of Perception, I kind of put this at the bottom of the 4-star selection, by the way, because it doesn't really give much from the, you know, passives. You know, normal and charge attack have a 50% chance to fire that bolt that deals 360 attack damage, and it can occur every 8 seconds, and this is max refinement, by the way. I think refinement 1 is 10 seconds. No, it's 12, and you only have 240 attack damage. Now this is why I'm putting this at the bottom of the you know, 4-star picks, because I just don't think it's a suitable, I guess, you know, pick beyond the others that I've already selected from. So, and then the next one is the Battle Pass weapon, which is Solar Pearl. You also get crit rate, which is a nice selection if you just, I guess you could say, you want more crit rate, I guess, if you're having trouble with your artifact rolls or whatnot. You have your passive that works, you know, it's like a rotation, like flip kind of thing. Like you do this, you get that, you do that, you get this kind of thing. So it's just like you use your normal attacks, your elemental skill and the burst damage is increased by 25% for 6 seconds, and then it's your elemental skill or elemental burst, it increases your normal attack damage by 25% for 6 seconds. So it's like I said, it's like a rotation kind of thing that works hand in hand with each other. So I'm definitely going to recommend that as well. Next, which is something I like to do every guide, which is a 3-star. If I can find it, I'm going to be recommending this one. Even though it gives off elemental mastery, the passive kind of helps if you have a R5 of it. If you have R1 is 20%, that's still a good amount of attack percent, by the way. You know, if you cause any of these reactions, you get this buff for 12 seconds, and that's actually a pretty good window to get that buff in. So, you know, you have your characters like I guess you can say, if you have I guess Shinsho, and you have you know, Yae Miko, and you know, you have Shinsho do his burst, and then you use Yae Miko's auto attacks, you're getting one of these reaction, which is the electro charge, and you get that attack increasement for 12 seconds, which is a really large window. Now I was going to recommend this one, but then I thought again and I was like, hold on, this probably could work as well, but I would put this over this one, which is Magic Guide as well. Emerald Orb just seems like a better and suitable weapon that gives a, I guess, better passive buff. So, and I'm only recommending 3 stars in this guide because I kind of want to give new players a chance, I guess you can say, because I have been hearing recently that if you start off now, it's actually just apparently Genshin's a pain in the butt, but if you're just starting off, but I don't really have any evidence of that because I started playing when the game first launched, so everything was like pretty smooth sailing when you first started when the game launched. But there's that for the you know, the weapon pick, whatever. Anyways, I will see you all in the next part of this video. Okay, for the next segment of this video, I'm going to be going over artifacts. Now, this first one, which is the Severed Fate set, you know, most main DPSs or most DPS characters, their bursts would normally cost about around 70 to 80. Now we don't know how much Miko's is going to cost, but I assume it's going to be on that range of, you know, energy costing for her burst. So you're obviously going to need a good amount of recharge. So I am going to be recommending a 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. Now again, elemental damage and, you know, that passive talent that I was talking about in the previous segment of this video, it goes hand in hand. So there's that. If you have 4-piece, you can increase that elemental damage burst by 25% of elemental or energy recharge. So, and you get a maximum of 75% bonus damage in that case. Now 2 sets can work with this as well, just putting it out there. But there's this set. Now there's other set that I want to kind of recommend, which is obviously Thundering Fury, which is kind of something that I think is the best in slot because we don't know what the first best in slot you know, artifact set is for her. So I'm just going to put Thundering Fury as a second best, just in case, because we really do not know. Obviously it's the 4-piece, which is really nice, that bonus and stuff. And then Shiminawa's is something else I kind of want to recommend as well, because like I said, we didn't get a new artifact domain. So if you use the artifacts from, you know, what we currently have in Inazuma, which is definitely not ocean hued or, you know, husk of opulent. So I'm just going to go ahead and guess that these two are like kind of going to be very helpful for her, unless like in the next update we get like a new electro artifact set that they will introduce to us, but we don't know yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and recommend 4-piece Shiminawas as well. Even though you get this like debuff, I guess, but you get a buff. So normal charge, plunging attack damage is increased by 50% for 10 seconds. And like I said, 2-piece will definitely go hand in hand with any of the other sets like Shiminawa's and Severed Fate, or, you know, 2-piece Thundering Fury. But there's that. But also kind of like I always do, I don't recommend 4-piece, but I will only recommend 2-piece Noblesse because elemental burst damage. Yae Miko is a DPS kind of character, so unless you're gonna build her into a support, then go ahead and go 4-piece. But you're gonna main DPS her, you're only gonna want 2-piece. So there's that right there. But that's pretty much it for, you know, artifacts. There's no other artifacts that I can recommend besides just the 4 I just went over, unless they kind of reveal other artifacts in the future, then maybe those will be recommended as well, depending if it works with her or not. But that's it for this segment of the video. Okay, so the last segment of this video is team comps. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I didn't really find all that much info on, you know, finding any synergy with Miko or characters that could work with Miko, because again, she's a main DPS, so I feel like she has very little to work with, in my opinion. But you can already imagine that she will work very, very well with Shogun. Not only because of the double electro synergy. If you're having trouble with your energy recharge, Raiden Shogun actually shares her recharge with the entire party. If I think I forget though, if you use her burst or if her recharge is actually full and then you use her skill, that'll share recharge with the entire party. But the double electro resonance, that actually, if you trigger any of those reactions that it lists in the in this window right here, which is down here, you know, superconduct, overload, and electric charge, it'll generate elemental particles. So there's that little recharge right there. The next character is Xiangling, get the overload or going, and then Xingqiu with the vaporize as well. I just feel like Xingqiu can work with this comp entirely with Shogun and Miko, so I kind of went with the idea of just keeping him in this like team comp section for this video. All I had to do is just like switch out Xiangling, and then I could pick someone else like Sucrose, because I think Sucrose would work definitely very well. Like I said, Sucrose shares recharge as well. Not recharge, she shares elemental mastery depending on her passive, or how, or on what her ascension is actually. But if you have, like, I guess you can say that 4-star artifact set, I don't know what it's called, but that actually grants an entire party extra, I think 120 elemental mastery. So if you have Sucrose with that kind of buff, then she will work entirely well with Yae Miko. But not only that, I kind of think Sucrose will work well because of swirl, and you know, her burst is actually really nice to have. So you know, with the great electro charge if you have Xingqiu as well. And then you can switch her out again, either Diona, or you can have you know, more recharge, which is a battery, by the way. Shenhe is actually a really nice pick for a, you know, buffing normal charge or elemental skill or elemental burst. Really nice to have for the superconduct as well, or freeze. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for, you know, supports and stuff. I don't really know who else to choose from. I didn't really have much time, I guess you can say. But I'm gonna put her back in there. Come on, move over. There you go. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have for team cons. I couldn't really come up with a great idea. So like I said in my previous guys, and I'm going to say it again in this one, get creative. Find the characters you think will work best for your party. All right, well, that's going to be it for this build guide. Now, like I said before, this video is late, but I also felt like this video is kind of a bit short, and I felt very anxious with the info that I was currently going over with from the special program, because it felt like it was very short infoed. But again, the longer I wait, the more I did realize that we were not going to get any more info until this character was released, or like a day before she was released. And again, this video is out late just because of that reason. So those are my excuses right there. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, or you just found it helpful at all, please like and subscribe to my video. Now, I do have a Yunjin and Shenhe build guide, so if you want to check those out as well, it's uploaded, it's up there, it's in my channel, so please go check those out. Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.